Welcome. If you're one of my current students, this is for you. If you've never met me before, this is also for you. You're going to get a weekly lesson right here on TADA Acting Studio's YouTube channel from me. Hi, I'm Dawnnie Mercado. I have an MFA in acting from NYU. I've been teaching and coaching kids and teens for over 30 years, and I'm diving into a series for my current students. And so, hi, Miley, Mia, Jacob, all of you, you know who you are. So, when you have watched this week's video, I want you to comment on it to tell me the one thing you learned today that you didn't already know, or something that you have implemented in class when we did this in person. All of my acting content in terms of lessons and lesson plans is now living on TADA Acting Studio. So that's right here. If you're a younger student finding me and we've never met before, I do have a lot of animated classes on here, mostly shorts. I have begun adding lessons from my vault. So if you're a teacher or a mom and you want to dive into those, I almost always give you a way in the description to print the actual lesson plan. But for those of you who are here today, because you're studying with me in person, just go here and know that I will create a playlist. What shall we call it? The Basics of Acting. Okay, it doesn't exist yet. I'm recording the very first video, so it will be right here. It'll be here at the top, the Basics of Acting. I will mark it as a course, which is helpful because YouTube gives you that option so that you will be able to watch them in order, and I'll be able to add any attachments to it. I think that it gives me that option. Okay, so that's where that's going to live. So let's dive in to today's lesson. I think it's important to know where acting came from. You're here because you love it. You're here because you like diving into the characters and bringing it to life. But just like anything, I think it's important to know where it began in the first place. So today's lesson is called The Great Thought Leaders of Acting, A Journey Through Time. And just so it's not just me sitting here talking to you, don't worry, I'll add a few interesting things for you to look at. But let's go and just dive in from the beginning. So if you've ever stood backstage with your heart pounding and the curtain about to rise, or if you've ever been on set and you're waiting for the director to say action and you're wondering, do I even belong here? This is your time machine. Today we're traveling through the greatest minds in acting history, from Shakespeare's candlelit stages to the modern day studios of teachers like Amy Linden and Kimberly Jensen. I actually studied with both, and I'm going to dive back in very soon. But why am I doing this? Because you can't stay with me forever. You're going to outgrow me, right? And I want you to make an educated decision about which approach might fit you best in your months or years, or tuition level dollars that I spent that you might spend eventually. Which method is going to serve you? Which one you dive into next? There's no one single right way. Let me tell you this again. There is no single right way to build a character. If anybody tells you their way is the only way, you tell them, hit the highway, buddy. Because the only way that is really helpful is the way that helps you live truthfully in the moment. Everybody's different, so it's not going to be the same for everybody. I have a little thing that I made. It's called the Actor's Daily Journal. And in Act 1, it is the foundations of acting. So I'll link that so you can have it. I haven't really fully fleshed that out yet. I keep getting distracted, but it's very useful. It's got a daily quote from an acting thought leader and an exercise that goes with it. So you can do that at home no matter where you are finding me, is what I meant to say.